We've got a Beaujolais exploration here, courtesy of Stan Bay, my good buddy. And these are all going to be from the Beaujolais region of France. On wine lists, you'll often see this grouped as part of Burgundy, but I really think it's its own deal. It's geographically distinct. The soils and viticulture is quite a bit different than Burgundy, but they are neighboring. These will all be made with the Gamay Noir grape variety. And many, many years ago, the grape Pinot Noir met another grape, Goulois Blanc. They got together and made a bunch of child grapes. And Gamay is one of those children. Chardonnay is another one of the children. And it is now the most famous grape of Beaujolais. We do see Gamay being grown in other areas of the wine world. Oregon has some great Gamay. But this sampler here is really about Beaujolais. Now, just starting on this first one, this is labeled as Vin de France. So it doesn't follow any particular set of rules like we see with some of the other appellations, where the winery labeling Vin de France can really do whatever they want. This is a very famous winery of Beaujolais, Marcel Lapierre, and their Raisins Gaulois is just a really fun, easy drinking example that has this screw cap. It's not a super serious Beaujolais, but it's definitely a couple steps up from something like a Beaujolais Nouveau. The same winery, Lapierre, makes excellent Morgon Cru Beaujolais wines, but this is a junior of their lineup, and you can even throw a bit of a chill on this, and it's super glue drinkable, goes down easy. Kind of a slight notch up in the Beaujolais appellation scale. We see this appellation Beaujolais-Villages Contrôlé. That means it's an official appellation with rules to go along with it, as opposed to the Vin de France. This is by Jean Foillard, who, along with Lapierre and then Guy Breton and Thillardon, were part of the Morgon Gang of Four. This is a group of producers made famous by the Kermit Lynch importer, who really put Beaujolais on the map in the 1990s and beyond. And this Beaujolais-Villages is an excellent example of how these wines can still be really delicious with a touch of age. Often Beaujolais Nouveau are drank right away when they're brand new, but some of the great Beaujolais wines do fantastically well with some bottle age. The remaining 4 bottles that we have are all from single village areas, which are called Cru, Beaujolais Cru, Chénas, Fleurie, Morgon, and Côte de Brouilly. So starting with this Chénas, the winery here, Domaine Thillardon, is the champion of this from a specific area called Chassignol. So that's a single village area. And nice kind of same vintage comparison that you can do between these two. Now for any of these wax capsule wines, all you have to do is go right into the wax with your corkscrew and pull up as you would a normal cork. No fancy surgery required. Another modern gem here, Grégoire Hoppenot. This is the Fleurie Origine. This, along with the Thillardon, these exemplify some of the kind of cool new kids that are on the block in the Beaujolais conversation. And Fleurie and Chénas are both known as being a bit more delicate in terms of personality and style, especially Fleurie has these bright flowery notes. Chénas also quite delicate. The other 2 Beaujolais here from the villages Morgon and Côte de Brouilly. Those appellations are a bit beefier, brawnier, especially Côte de Brouilly. This one here is the Guy Breton Petit Max 2021. And then we have another 2021 by Dupré Goujon, the single Loup de Lerande. This is sort of the same idea as Chassignol here, where it's this single vineyard area. And I'm really a fan of Côte de Brouilly from a theoretical point of view because there are vineyards on the north, south, east, and west. So on all sides of this hillside area. And that's very unique in the wine world to have vineyards planted on all sides. So In terms of weight and intensity, I think this is a good order of Raisins Gaulois all the way to Côte de Brouilly, and you can expect to be a contrast here, not just in weight and intensity, but also producer style. And hope you enjoy this exploration, and if you have any favorites, please let me know. Cheers.